Hey friends, welcome back to my channel and promise. So in this video I'm gonna be teaching you how to draft a back neck dress. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please kindly do so. So these are the measurements we'll be needing to draft this back neck dress. So for this dress, we'll be drafting our front panel first. So I've got to make a straight line of my paper to serve as my starting point, which replace my shoulder point. Then I'll be marking my horizontal measurement. We'll just be drafting a basic pattern of a gown. So from my shoulder to my waist, which is 15 inches, I'll mark it. From my shoulder to my hip point, which is 25 inches, I'll mark it. Then the full length of my gown plus 2 inches folding allowance. So I'll just go ahead and mark my shoulder measurement divided by 2. 15 inches divided by 2, that's 7, and then I'll go down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. So I'll be making those points which I've marked, I'm making them a straight line. So after I'm done making them a straight line, I'll just go ahead and label it my shoulder, my waistline, my hip line, my full length, and my seam allowance. So after I'm done labeling, I'll move back to my neck. So the neck I'm going to be making use of is a high neck, so I'll be using 3x3 for the neck width and the neck depth. So I'll just make my neck curve, then I'll slant my shoulder to meet that point. So my armhole measurement is 7 inches, so I'll go down by 7 inches and make it also a straight line. So on that 7 inches, I'll be marking my armhole. I'm marking my bust circumference divided by 4 plus 1 inch seam allowance. So I'll mark my shoulder measurement on that point, then make it a straight line. Then I'll use my free hand to make my armhole curve. So I was having issues making my armhole curve, and I know how to do it with free hand. I don't know what's now happened in the tutorial. It was kind of not easy. It was kind of complicated. So I mark my round waist measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch seam allowance, and I join to meet my bust point. Then my hip divided by 4 plus 1 inch seam allowance, and I join also to meet my waist. Then what I have in my hip measurement minus 1 inch, I'll place it on the edge of my gown. Then I'll join the point to meet my hip. So I'm not going to be making use of a dart for this dress, because mainly the dress is a stretchy material that is used for this dress. But if you want to add your dart, you can go ahead, but this dress doesn't really need a dart if you are making use of a stretchy fabric, and the allowance you added at the side is not needed. You are making use of a stretchy fabric because you want it fitted to your body, so you will not be adding any allowance to make it fitted. So I'll just go ahead and be cutting everything out. I'll cut the neck, and so this is all for the drafting of the front panel. So this takes us to the drafting of the back piece. So I go ahead and add some extras to the paper because it wasn't enough, because I need a longer length for the cowl at the back. So we'll go ahead and mark a straight line of our paper to serve as our starting point for this back piece. So from the top, we'll mark 10.5 inches. So you can go ahead and mark 11 or 12. This is just for the lining of the cowl neck. So I'll just go ahead and make it a straight line. Then at that point, that 10.5 inches, I will mark 11 inches for the wideness of my cowl neck. I can go ahead and mark 12, 15, 20, depending on how wide you want your cowl neck to be. So after I'm done marking it, I'll go ahead and take my front piece. Then what I have at the shoulder, I'll measure it. Then what I get, I'm going to place it on that point, then go down by what I get, then make it a straight line. Then at that end of what I get, I'll go in by 1/2 inch. Then I'll just slant to meet upward. Then from that point, I'll be taking my body's measurement from my shoulder. Then I'll go down for my armhole, that's 7 inches. From my shoulder to my waist, 15 inches. And from my shoulder to my hip, 25. Then shoulder to the length of my wrist. Then I'll go ahead and make all the point a straight line. So after I'm done making a straight line, I'll go ahead and label with my armhole, my waistline, my hip line, and my full length. The length wasn't even enough, so we'll just be managing this one for sake of this tutorial. So after I'm done labeling, compute my bust measure. My own bust measure divided by 4, my armhole plus 1 inch. So I'll just use my free hand from that point to make a armhole curve, just an imaginary armhole curve to meet that bust measurement which I've marked, just the way I'm doing. Mine may not be accurate, but if you have a French curve, you can go ahead and use your French curve to make it more accurate, because I'm using a free hand, so it might not be more accurate. So I'll measure my waistline divided by 4 plus 1 inch allowance. So I'll join to meet my waistline for my bust, then mark my round hip measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch seam allowance, and I'll join to meet my waist. Then what I have on my hip minus 1 inch, I'll place it on the full length of the gown and join to meet the end. So I'll just be cutting it out. So after I'm done cutting, at that point where I mark my 10.5 inch, I'll just use my scissors to notch it. Then I'll go ahead and open up my paper. Then after I've opened it up, I'll just fold it. At that point, that 10.5 inch, I'll fold it in. Then I'll fold it again. Just the way I'm doing, guys. So after I'm done folding it like this, I'll just trim it with my scissors. That's just what the way I'm doing it. Then after I've trimmed it with my scissors, I'll open it up. So I'll just be showing you guys how to come about the cowl neck. So I'll bring my front piece and place it right side facing each other. So at that point in which I mark my shoulder measure, that's what I'm doing. I'll place it like this on, then carry the inner part and place it on top. That's how you'll be doing it on your fabric. You place it on top, just the way I'm doing. You place it in. So just pin it down to keep it in place, so there will not be any distance. So it was hard for me to do because I'm making use of a paper to explain this to you guys. So just place your front piece on this thing that you have measured, the shoulder part you have measured on the back piece, then carry the inner part, then place it on top of the front piece, just the way I'm doing. Then you pin it down. Guys, if you're not understanding what I'm saying, just watch what I'm doing. I'm sure it's explainable for yourself. So after I've pinned it down, you just go ahead and sew it on your paper. So you will do the same thing for the other side. It was really hard for me to do it because I was making use of a paper and it wasn't easy. So I wanted to show you guys how to do it, just to explain it. So you place it again on that part in with the shoulder measurement is on the back. Then you pin it down. Then bring the inner part of the back piece and place it on top of the front piece again. Just the way I'm doing. Then you pin it again. So I'll just go ahead and sew it and show you guys how it looks like. So I've gone ahead to sew it and I've sewed the other part. So I'll just be opening it up and showing you guys how the cowl neck is. So after you're done sewing the shoulders, you will just go ahead and join your side, then add your sleeves. So that will be all. You turn your neck for the front you turn your neck for the front before you join it together with the back piece. That's the first thing you should do. Then you join the side, then you add your sleeves and fold the end of the gown. So that will be all for the sewing of the dress. So I'm just going to be showing you how the cowl neck came out on my paper. It's just to explain, guys. It's not really that perfect. So this is how it came out to look. So if you want yours more open than this, you can go ahead and make yours 15 inches, 20, 25, depends on how you want it. Everything will come out well. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for staying till this time. If this video is helpful and I'm sure it's helpful, please like and comment, say something in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys, bye.